Testing 1 2. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome to another live stream. My name is Pedro. We do live streams every single week. So if you're new to the family, welcome. Make yourself at home. Also want to let you know that we do sometimes also do agent sessions. So if you're new to the family, make sure you also are subscribed, number one. Number two, make sure you have your post notification bell activated so that if in the future we do happen to do like an agent session or anything like that, you will be notified. But when you do it, make sure you click on the little bell icon in the drop down menu. They'll say notification, all notifications. That way you activate that. But other than that, welcome guys. I'm excited to have you here. It is Tuesday, August 6th. After such a crazy week with the markets, I'm pretty excited to be back. So before we begin, if you are watching this as a replay, let me know in the comments below. If you are like watching it live, drop a fire in the chat. All right, we're gonna wait for a couple more people to join us. Okay, I'm just checking this out here. I'm pretty excited to be back. So perfect. Before we begin, if you are watching this as a replay, let me know in the comments just sharing to our Telegram group that we're live. How are you guys doing? We're gonna wait for a couple more members to join in, and then as soon as we have a couple more members, then we're gonna get started with everything else. Waiting here, let's see. We're gonna be covering gold. As you guys know, I like to trade gold, so I want to see what we're looking at for gold here. Seems like the daily has been pushing below, which I thought it was gonna start pushing up from here, but we might actually fill this wick. Believe it or not. So looking at the 4 hour, seems like we are kind of breaking below this area. We're gonna actually cover exactly what I'm looking at here for gold, and then we'll go from there, okay? In the meantime, however, I do want to kind of just go over this together. We're just gonna wait for a couple more people to join in, and then we're gonna get started. Like I said, we'll look at gold, US 30, a couple different pairs, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. Let's see here. Just waiting for this thing to load. Checking if there's news. There's no news today, so no US news. We should be good. We're getting close to 8:30 open, so I just want to make sure we're good in that sense. How are you guys doing this morning? Just waiting to see a couple more people to join us. Let me know in the chat how you guys are doing this morning and what pairs you guys are looking at. Let's take a look and see what pairs you guys are looking at so we can kind of go over that together. Okay, that is all done, all set. Okay, so like I said, welcome back everyone. We're gonna get started. We're gonna just kind of mark off our key levels here. I don't like to do this rushed at all, to be honest. I like to take my time. However, we do need to do this analysis a little bit more quickly than usual. So I just kind of want to mark this off here like this. Like I said, this is gold. We're looking at gold at this given time. Welcome to everyone. Excited to have you guys here. If you're here for the first time, let us know where you're joining us from. I'm excited to have you guys here with me, okay? Now I'm just gonna mark this off here. We're gonna say this is our daily and our 4-hour key level, okay? And we also have this 4-hour key level right over here, okay? That's also an important area. But before we begin, guys, before we go further, I want to let you guys know, okay? Let's get it to at least, give it a thumbs up with the video. If you like the live streams, you want me to continue to create content like this, give it a thumbs up. Let's get it to 10 likes, chat. Let's get it to 10 likes. Obviously it supports the channel, so I do appreciate the support there, okay? So before things kind of get going here, we're about to get into the 8:30. So I want to kind of get all of these levels marked off first and kind of go from there, okay? Looking at the 1 hour here, gold is pretty much tanking at this point, which is fine. We could have taken it like New York Open, which was kind of around this zone where I saw a nice rejection within this area. However, no need to chase the trade and get desperate. At the end of the day, we have lots of room in terms of what price could do. So even here on the 15, we have a nice break. Perfect. We have a level where, you know, we definitely have an imbalance in the market. You know, we can wait for the market to kind of rebalance itself and fill this imbalance over here. We have an imbalance right here on the 5. Okay. And by the way, welcome everyone. Let's go. We got my man PTR. Let's go. Pedro, I thought you stopped trading. Haven't seen you in a while. No, my man, haven't stopped trading. On the contrary, it's been such a blessing. It's been such a blessing trading wise. Like I said, my wife was able to quit her job. You know, we've been going all in on trading. Trading alone has been able to sustain us massively. So it's just been a blessing. On the contrary, I've been pretty active on Instagram, so it's not that I have shifted my focus. I just took a wider break on YouTube. Not that I didn't want to stop on YouTube, it was more of the live streams that I wanted to stop a bit, just take a little bit of a break, just breathe and stuff like that. But the live streams are officially coming back. Last year we went like 3 live streams a day, which was insane. It was a lot in terms of like, you know, just going back and forth, but I'm excited. I'm back. A lot of you guys messaged me telling me, Pedro, please bro, like come back, or when are you doing the live streams or whatever. So it's official, guys. Live streams are coming back. Now what I would advise before, like we still haven't figured out a schedule. I want to make a schedule that works for me and I feel comfortable doing it. So I will let you guys know as soon as I have like a set schedule, which I would like to stick with that set schedule. But in the meantime, my best advice is make sure your notification bell is active. Once that bell is active, you're good to go, because like you'll always be notified when I'm live, right? But for the most part, it's always going to be like New York session, Eastern time, so like around right now. But yeah, guys, so I'm excited to see you guys here, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys have been amazing, super supportive. And if you guys want to see, I have been like I said, I have been insanely active on Instagram. I post 3 reels every single day. They are a lot of motivational reels, which I feel you guys will really enjoy. And I've been doing that for the last 6 months or so. I just created a new account, which had about, because my previous account got unfortunately banned, which it is what it is, shadow banned. So I started posting videos, content. One blew up, had one video go viral, and then all of a sudden, I started getting like really low views, and I was like, crap, what's going on here? So yeah, long story short, I created a new account in June, and now we're at 4,000 followers. And so in about 2 months, less than 2 months, we've already been able to start it from 0 up to 4,000 followers, which is such a blessing. But like I said, if you guys want to follow me on my new Instagram is pedrofxofficial. Again, that's it. It's pedrofxofficial on Instagram. You can see the link in the video description, or at the top of the live stream, you'll see where it says the little Instagram logo. It says pedrofxofficial. You can find me on there. And come say hi, guys. Send me a message. I'd love to connect with you guys. We got my man Mario. Let's go. Good to see you on YouTube, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Like I said, YouTube's always been a dream of mine. I've always wanted to be able to grow a community of like-minded people like you guys. And so, yeah, I'm coming all in. 2024, 2025, I'm coming all in. I want that plaque. But not only that, I do want to be able to feel like we've been able to establish that community, which we have. Obviously, it's going to take time, which I don't care about the time, but we're definitely going to do it, God willing. So we got Rustam, brother. Let's go. We got Prabir Khan. Hello. Welcome. All right, guys, we're going to take a look at gold and kind of what I'm seeing, okay? And then if there's any questions you guys have, just let me know, okay? Okay, so let's start off with gold. Like I said, we are rejecting this nice daily area. Nothing even between like before now, between like earlier and now, nothing indicated like my entry. So I wouldn't have entered either way, just because it's not giving me what I like to see. So let's just go back up to the 1 hour here. I just want to check something here. Let's go at the 1 hour. We are rejecting this area nicely. I do strongly believe that we could come down to these lows. I'm not saying today necessarily, but I do feel that we could knock out these lows. There's a lot of sell side liquidity at these lows, and I do believe that the market could tap into this area and then give us a nice push to the upside. In the meantime, however, if we look at it from the 30-minute, we had a nice 30-minute closure below. We have been kind of stuck within this range. So, I mean, if we do close below these lows, great. If not, we could still trade within this range. We could see the market give us like a nice little retracement, something like this, where the market could pull back, and then we see the imbalance filled. We see the market come back up into our area structure, and we could see gold continue to go down further. This is what my analysis is for the day here on gold. Like I said, though, if it doesn't give us any retracement here, then I'm not going to get in. Just because I want to follow my rules. I don't want to just go based off of emotions just because it looks good or whatever, right? So that's what I'm looking at for gold right now. Everything else is looking pretty solid. Remember also, we are at this level of support over here, so the market could retrace back up, and that's fine. That's what we are anticipating. Now let's say hypothetically we do, so we got a nice closure here on the 5. Now let's say hypothetically we do close within this area and we start seeing some sort of rejection here on the 5 and the 3, then we could see a nice clean continuation back down. So there's two scenarios here to go about it. However, I would like to see this imbalance filled, and then based off of that, I'd like to see maybe the market give us some sort of retracement. I don't want to be selling, guys. Remember, we don't want to be selling here at a premium. We want to be selling at a discount. So we want the market to pull back into our golden zone within the 71 and 79%, or even tapping into our 618, and we should see a nice sell. Now, personally, I'd like to get in here on gold. Ideally, if we could come up even a little bit higher, because I do feel that it might be closer up to this area here. We could do like a nice 45 pip stop and just target the lows over here, which would be even somewhere around, like I would say, like around this zone here, because there's a little bit of support here around this area. I do feel like it would just be better, and I do feel like if the market were to come back up, it would tap into this zone area here and then close and respect this imbalance over here, something like that, or this order block up here, because there's an order block here on the 5-minute time frame. So something to keep in mind as well. Now the question is the market going to be strong enough to actually pull all the way back up? Possibly, but we have to wait patiently in the meantime, right? We can't force anything overall. However, this is pretty lining up pretty well for, like I said, sell side, sell side opportunities. Let's just say sell side liquidity, but it technically, yeah, sell side liquidity, but you guys get the point. Do you guys have any questions for me? Let me know in the chat if you understood this explanation on gold for this morning, right? We still have till 8:30. After 8:30, we could still find a great opportunity in the market. So there's no reason to feel like we missed anything. We have not missed anything. On the contrary, we're getting a clear indication of what direction the market wants to go. Remember, that's all we need, chat. We need a clear indication of where the market wants to go. If the market wants to continue to tank, no problem. Then we start looking, let's say if the market continues to tank, we look at scenario number 2. We wait for the market to pull back. Let's say it goes tanks all the way further. We wait for the market to pull back, and then we use that area structure as a potential area where the market could give us a nice rejection, right? So there's two scenarios here. We just gotta wait for the market to give us that opportunity, right? Now we did already get, I think it was a 5-minute closure below. Yeah, we got a 5-minute, closure, which is good. That's a strong indication that most likely that's where the market wants to go. This is also another key level here, a 4-hour key level. Something to keep in mind. Not only 4-hour, this is actually a 1-hour area as well. So again, this is a pretty hot area that we should kind of keep. There is definitely a lot of liquidity, and we do want to keep in mind, okay? So we're going to take a look at US30. Let me know in the chat if you guys are looking at any other specific pairs. We can take a look at it together. But again, we also have to hypothetically understand that we are still within this kind of range. It's like a massive range here. So we could get quite the rejection here on this level of support for gold right here at this zone, okay? So we got to keep an eye out in this area because we could reject off this area, and you don't want to be buying out of support. I mean, selling out of support, okay? I hope you guys understood that explanation there. I feel like I was talking a lot. So now we're gonna go over US30. So let's take a look at US30. What are we looking at for US30, chat? So if we look at US30 on the 4-hour time frame, something to keep in mind. Look at how it rejected beautifully this daily and 4-hour, right? I'm not saying that all these areas it's always going to react at this area, but it's good to have marked off our key levels, right? We need to understand where in the market we are, what the market's doing. We've already had 2 breaks to the downside here on the 4-hour. In my eyes, we're quite bearish. You know, could we still continue to go down further? Possibly. We do also need to kind of mark off other areas here where the market could maybe bounce off of. Where it's currently at right now is a 4-hour area. You can see that it has respected this zone quite a few times. So one of the things I do want to focus on though is the 1-hour. The 1-hour just happens to be such a nice clean level that I like to look at. I find that the 1-hour helps, chat. I don't know. Let me know in the chat below. What do you guys think? The 1-hour as a key level and the 4-hour. I find the 4-hour and the 1-hour is like perfect for me, right? This is how I've been able to catch amazing trade opportunities within the markets. It's just been great overall. Now, if we look at where the market is right now, we can see that the market has been, you know, within this kind of downwards trend, but currently we are stuck within this range, okay? And we need to understand what direction the market wants to go. Well, there's hypothetically 2 scenarios that could happen here, right? If we were to happen to get a break above this area here, we can definitely start looking for some long positions. We start looking for buy positions for the market, right? If we happen to break below, then this is perfect because all we need to wait for is the market to retest, and then we see a nice clean continuation over to this sell side liquidity over here, okay? So lots of liquidity here that could be taken, and the market gave us a nice retracement to continue to go down further, okay? Are you guys understanding this? This is on US 30, okay? Let me know in the chat or give me a thumbs up on the live stream, okay? I just want to make sure you guys are understanding everything so far. Yeah, we got Mario. Let's go, bro. That's amazing. Yeah, that's what I use too. I use the 4-hour, 1-hour. I like it personally. And I mean, like the daily, I'll use it sometimes if it's like a major key level. But I really like the 4-hour and the 1-hour. I feel like it's just a perfect mix for these key levels. So let's just go back up to the 4-hour. Just make sure everything's marked off pretty well. Again, lots of consolidation, but clear traffic on the left-hand side. You see how clean it pushed up and it pushed back down here. So it's a clean area. The question is it going to give us a stronger retracement back or pull back to the downside, right? So I feel we could be looking at a push to the downside. You know, could we push up from here? Possibly, because this 1-hour does look like it is kind of starting to create higher highs and higher lows. We just got a couple breaks to the downside here. Didn't really officially break here, just one break to the upside. So we could see the market continue to actually give us a pullback higher, but at this moment we won't know until we kind of see what the market does around 8:30. The only reason why I don't like it is because it's on the 15-minute time frame. We are kind of stuck in this range. Technically, we're very well stuck in this range. However, could we look for potential buys here? Yes, we do have a nice break of structure. We have a nice imbalance here in the market. We also have a nice 15-minute order block here. What else do we got here? We got a 5-minute. We've got a 5-minute order block here as well. I do feel like we could see a nice buy position here. If it comes in deeper, we target the highs, right? Something like that. And I would do like a 50 pip stop, something like that, right? But you have to kind of just be very, very mindful here, right? Like of what we're looking at here, because ideally we do have a lot of selling pressure. So it's kind of like catching a falling knife, right? I want to see some sort of confirmation that it is rejecting this area, and then we can start looking for some buy positions, okay? We got my man Rising Trader. Hello, Pedro, long time no see. Yes, buddy, yes. Happy to have you here, bro. I appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Let's go. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while, but I'm excited to have you guys here. I'm excited to be back as well. So But yeah, guys, so that is really what I'm seeing here, right? And this is what I'm saying. I'm not entering here. I'm waiting for the market to grab deeper liquidity, tap into this 15-minute order block, which is right here, you know, give us a nice rejection of our zone, but overall looking for some good buy positions here. That's really it. The only way I would say no buy positions is that if this 15-minute candle were to close below, or 30-minute were to close below this area of structure and this order block over here, then we're looking for just a change of direction here to the downside, right? So, but overall to me, I'd like to see a little bit more deeper, tap into the zone, and then a nice rejection, and then we could see some long positions, okay? Chat, let's get it to 10 likes. If you're enjoying the live stream, let's get it to 10 likes, chat. If you're new as well, let us know in the chat below. Where are you joining us from this morning? I'd love to kind of get to know you guys and welcome you guys to the family, La Familia. Yeah, bro, let's take a look at Bitcoin for you. It's crazy. But you know what's funny? I was anticipating this to happen. And if you guys watch my streams, I think I did a live stream just for that. And I told you guys it was gonna go down. Let's see if my analysis is still there. It's funny enough because I literally said it. I called this a while ago. I said Bitcoin's gonna give us a deeper pullback. Let's see if my analysis is still there. I don't think it was this one. Was it this chart? No, this isn't it. So, what was it? I think it was Coinbase. Pretty sure it was Coinbase. Yeah, there we go. There we freaking go, guys. Look at my freaking analysis, guys. Let's put on the daily here. Let's go. We got my man Mario from FT Worth, Texas. Let's go, my man. Appreciate you. I got my man PTR. Let's freaking go, bro. Thanks for replying. It's good to hear your wife quit her job. That's awesome. Yeah, bro. Thank you, man. And honestly, like, you know, and it's been crazy too. Like, I'll let you guys know the news. You'll probably already find out, but we're also expecting our first baby, right? So like, we're gonna be parents for the first time. So I'm excited about that as well too, right? So there's like a lot that was going on, but then I was like, you know what? At the same time, I had a lot of you guys messaging me and stuff, and like, yo, Pedro, like we miss you on the stream and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm at a point now where I'm like, you know what? I want to be able to balance things. I miss the community. I miss being able to connect with you guys. Our family's so close to reaching 8,000 subscribers. I'm like, we can do this. You know what I mean? We can do this. You know what I mean? And it all starts by just showing up every single day. And you know, sometimes I think that I overdid it. I overdid it in terms of like doing maybe 3 times a day. That was a little too much on my end, doing the live stream. So it's maybe just kind of, and I've learned this. It's funny because sometimes you have to go through these things, guys. Because now if you go to my Instagram page, you will see I post 3 reels consistently every single day. And what I noticed was some people are like, oh, if you want to grow your Instagram page, do it like, you know, 4 reels a day and post like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, sometimes you have to be realistic, you know what I mean? Because like, obviously I have a life, obviously I have this, right? So then I just said, okay, realistically, what can I do? Okay, let's do 3 reels a day instead of like 4 or 5 reels a day, right? So then I said, okay, I'm gonna focus on 3 reels a day with my wife. And that's what we did. And ever since, guys, we have not stopped consistently 3 reels a day. So that's what I'm gonna start doing with the live streams. I'm not gonna do 3 live streams like I used to before, right? And you guys saw it. I used to show up every single day, 3 times a day, sometimes, most of the times 2 times a day, but sometimes even 3 times a day. And it's just, instead of me burning out and like overworking too much, what I wanna do is, because I wanna spend time with you guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna focus on literally just doing it once, maximum twice a day. That's it. And keeping it as like maybe like a Monday to Thursday or Monday to Friday, something like that. So like I said, the schedule is not yet set, but it will be set this week. However, I'm still gonna be showing up. I'm gonna be doing the New York session. That is something that you guys can definitely anticipate me to show up here in the mornings during New York, okay? And then Asian sessions will usually be in the evening around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So yeah, you guys can definitely anticipate and expect me to come back. Like I said, live streams will be coming back more officially. And even now that we're expecting, it just gives me more motivation to push harder to, you know, build the community that we've established. I don't want to give up on you guys. I don't want to give up on what we've built, right? So definitely anticipate a lot more content. But like I said, if you guys are not following me on Instagram, go follow me on my Instagram right now. Like I said, I share a crap ton of value on there, lots of motivational content, lots of trading stuff. So I look forward to you guys follow me on there, and the link is in the video description for that. And it says Instagram, you'll be able to see it there, or you can find me on pedrofxofficial. You can go on there. PTR, my man, appreciate you, bro. God bless you too, my man. I appreciate it. My man Mario, bro, thank you so much, man. God bless you. Let's get it. We got Rising Trader, my man. Don't chase the markets. Last week was not a great week, but remember, don't chase the markets. We want to wait for the opportunities to arise, right? And don't focus on the monetary aspect. Yes, you took a loss last week, or it wasn't a great. Don't think on I gotta recover it, right? Just start the week fresh. Start, you know, from scratch, and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. The less you focus on the money, the more profitable you become, right? Okay, so this is Bitcoin. So let's continue here, guys. This is Bitcoin. As you guys can see, I literally told you guys that I was anticipating Bitcoin to give us a retracement. This, I can't make this up. We went over this on the live stream a while ago, by the way. This was way back in like June. And so none of this existed. And so I was anticipating, I said, at least see the market come down to the 44. I do still think that it could come down even deeper, to be honest, for Bitcoin. I was anticipating before, I did a previous analysis, I was anticipating it before to maybe come around the 25K. However, I did not anticipate the market to go this high all the way up, right? For it to pull back all the way here sounds a little bit unrealistic. However, it could still be a probability. I do think hypothetically we could see it maybe a 40,000 Bitcoin. I do think that this is kind of that zone that I'm anticipating the market to give us a rejection. From this area, we can then start maybe seeing a consolidation and then another bull run, potentially. I don't know. Could be a possibility again. Very, very hypothetical at this point. But I do feel that with everything going on right now, a lot of people are just accumulating. So keep that in mind, chat, that all this market crash or this pullback or whatever is just people accumulating, right? A lot of people, like big investors, right, that have a lot of crap ton of money, right? These are the guys that are like investing in all this type of stuff right now because they're seeing it crash. Great. A lot of people are in fear right now, but most investors are buying up as much as they can, okay? So what do I see for Bitcoin? I do strongly believe that we could see a $44,000, $43,000 Bitcoin. I do believe that the market could retrace back down for sure. Absolutely. Where, like I said, around the 44, 43. That's kind of my zone. That's my target. If we were to break that area, my next zone that I see Bitcoin coming down to is like 25, 24,000. However, it's not very likely that I'll see that, but that is a possibility, okay? But yeah. So, okay, we've already covered US30. We've already covered gold. Let's kind of go back to gold. I like to always just check in, see where we're at, because I do want to see if there's an opportunity on gold, I will take it, right? If not, then it is what it is, right? The market just happened to tank before, great, tank before, it is what it is. I'm not freaking chasing the market. I'm not here to chase, guys, all right? So it seems like we got that nice closure here on the 5. It seems like scenario number 2 might happen instead of the market actually pulling back all the way here. So what I'm going to do, chat, I'm going to put an alert here, okay? I'm going to put an alert around this key level here. We're going to set an alert and put, let's just put it close to entry 2. Okay, so I've set an alert at 23.98. Now what I want to do is that if the market were to pull back into that zone, I'm not going to enter. I'm going to analyze the market and see how it reacts. If we are getting what I like to see, then we could see a nice sell opportunity here, and we could definitely, you know, target, you know, kind of the lows over here for gold. I do think that we could see gold come down even to this level here. And again, this could be definitely a solid trade. Like we're talking about 120 pips, right? Doesn't seem like much, but in reality, this could be a good short opportunity. I like to see how the 15 is going to close and kind of go from there. But gold shorts is kind of what I'm looking at so far, right, chat? That's what we're looking at. Now let's go down to, again, we already went over US 30. US 30 could be looking like good buys. I want to wait till after 9:30 here before I make any decision, or at least closer to 9:30. We did tap into this area. We could get in, and you could take it risk, but however, I don't want to be risking 50 pips at this given time right now. I just don't feel fully comfortable doing that. I do like how we actually did tap into this order block here. I think it was, what is that here? The 15-minute order block here. I mean, like I said, we could see a nice push up from here for US 30. But again, right, the market could still take a while before 9:30. It's up to you at this point, how you'd like to approach it. If you'd like to kind of, just depends on how much you like to risk, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, okay, we're gonna take a look at NASDAQ too, and then we'll look at gold again, but let's take a look at gold here from my man, Rising Trader. You're asking about a target area, or are you talking about US 30 here? You entered sells at 55,250. I'm assuming you're talking about NASDAQ, right? Sorry, or US 30. I mean, if you entered from the top, then you're laughing, man. If you entered all the way from 55 wherever, I don't know. It's not US 30, that's for sure. Wherever you entered, is it on gold or I'm kind of confused here. One sec. Bitcoin, 55,250. Okay. If you entered at 55,250, so it's like kind of at these highs around here, I would say personally, you would have to be careful because we still are kind of in a small bullish run here on the 1 hour. Yes, it is bearish on the smaller time frame, but remember the higher time frame is more significant in this case. So I would be careful, bro, because what you need to watch out for is that we are creating these higher highs and higher lows, right? So yes, we were creating lower low, lower high, lower low, right? But what happened? Higher high, right? Higher low, higher high. Now officially an upwards trend, right? Higher high, and then this is a potential higher low. So be careful, bro. So what I would say is if you're already in profits, remember to take your profits, because remember, we got this is a key level here, okay? We also have a 1 hour order block right here. So the market's literally at an order block. If you're anticipating it to break that order block, you're kind of like hoping for the best, right? You're hoping that it breaks that order block for it to maybe go down further, right? So for me, I would say, yeah, maybe you can come down a little bit deeper, but I'd be very, very cautious because right now at this point, we could see a nice clean continuation and a deeper pullback for the market to actually end up coming up to this deeper order block before it actually goes down further, right? So the market may be kind of setting itself up to actually come back up here gradually and then get tank all the way down further, right? It needs to grab deeper liquidity before the market actually goes down stronger on the sell side, right? So that is my analysis on Bitcoin. I hope you understand kind of that explanation, but that's kind of what I'm saying. So I would say if you are in on sales, bro, I would at least take 60 to 70% off the table and kind of move your stop loss to break even, make it officially a risk-free trade. I would manage that as best as I can, right? That's just my best advice, bro. I hope that helps. go, my man, Rising Trader. Thanks, bro. I love to learn from you. Of course, bro. That's what I'm here for, man. Of course. And I appreciate the support. Like I said, guys, the more you guys support the channel, the more I'm going to continue to be motivated to come on here, right? Every like, every time you share my videos, every time you show up to the live streams, you engage, it helps the channel, you know what I mean? And the more I see the channel, you know, growing, the more I'm gonna be motivated to come on here and help you guys, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing this, like I could trade, right, on my own, but I'm doing this mainly for you guys, the community, right? Like growing a YouTube channel is not easy, guys. It's definitely not easy, but it is possible, and it requires consistency and discipline, right? And showing up every single day. And so, you know, I'm gonna be, my commitment is I want to be able to be here for you guys as best as I can, right? But I also want to make sure that my mental health is on check as well too, right? Obviously, I feel like I overdid it doing 3 times a day. However, you know, it's something that I'm definitely working towards to be able to be here for you guys, at least, like I said, in my mind, at least being here once a day, you know, Monday to Friday, Monday to Thursday, that type of thing, and even possibly two times a day. So that's kind of like the goal that I'm looking at for our channel, to be nice and consistent for you guys. But all I ask, guys, if you enjoy these live streams, share it with your friends, right? Share it with people that are interested in trading, because it makes a difference. It helps me a lot. Every time you show up, drop a like, give it a thumbs up right away, you know? That helps the algorithm. It does something. I don't know what it does, but it does something, you know what I mean? So all those little things make a difference, guys. Okay, seems like gold is giving us a nice pullback here. You can see entry 2 has been activated. Let's see what happens. Like I said, it doesn't mean just enter right away. No, it means let's analyze and see how the market's reacting, because it might be coming in for that deeper liquidity, right? What does the market want to do? Does it want to come up all the way back up deeper, right? Stronger, or is it going to reject this zone? What is the market trying to tell us here? Is it going to go up here? Is it going to come here, right? So that's what I want to focus on, okay? Okay, yeah. What do we got here? Okay, look at that 1 hour. That's a nice, clean, strong bearish candle, 1 hour below that level structure. This is what I'm talking about. That 1 hour closure now confirms to me that there's a higher probability the market wants to continue to go down further. The question is, how far is this pullback? Is this pullback going to respect this zone here? Is it going to, you know, not pull back deeper, right? Because you can get in here and say, okay, well, I'm going to get in here now, right? And then all of a sudden market, gold wants to pull back deeper, grab deeper liquidity. Now you're knocked out. Now you lost 45 pips, right? So you got to be very, very cautious here, chat, and see what the market wants to do here. I do feel like it's going to reject that zone. I don't feel like it's going to come all the way up. Reason being is because I've seen this happen time and time again, where the market doesn't fully pull back, doesn't feel any imbalance, doesn't feel like right now it's feeling this imbalance on the 5 because it did form another imbalance here. So I don't feel like it's going to fill that imbalance on the high right here. I don't feel it's going to come all the way up here anymore. But I do feel like it's already tapped into this imbalance here. So that's on the 5. That's good. And then we have a key level structure. That's good. I just want to see this 5-minute close and reject. If the 5-minute closes and reject, yeah, the 3 minutes closed here. However, I'm not going to base it off of the 3-minute, right? Because the next candle, let's say this 5-minute candle closes, what we're going to see, chat, is the market gives us a 5-minute candle closure, and then the next candle comes up, fills the wick, maybe even does a deeper pullback, and then we could see maybe a closure respecting this resistance, and then we could see a nice pushback down, right? So there's a lot, like hypothetically, you have to look at it from that perspective and understand, okay, what's the market trying to do? Now, could this flip bearish? Absolutely. But again, are we gambling here, or are we actually doing things properly, right? That's the question of the day, right? Is do you want to just gamble your money and being consistent, or do you want to be a consistently profitable trader? And that's where you really have to be, like, how do I say it? Really disciplined. Yes, could I be making $2,000 today, 2 to 3 grand? Absolutely. Do I want to make 2 to 3 grand today? Absolutely. But if I go into it with the mindset of, oh, I want to make another 2-3 grand profit today, then I'm just chasing the money aspect. And then at that point, I fall back into the bad habit of you're just chasing the money, you're chasing, you know, the markets, you're chasing an opportunity that maybe isn't there yet, right? So we got a nice closure here. Great. The market starts pulling back down further. Cool. Let it pull back further. It's not giving me what I want here at this point, so I'm going to just wait. Could it come down here and you could do like a break of the lows? Probably I could see the market giving me a break of the lows, but this point is very, very risky. Here we probably have about a 40 pip stop loss, 40 pip range. So I would trade this with very caution, a lot of caution here, okay? So yeah, that's the only thing I would say here, chat. By the way, who is new here that's just joining us? If you're new to the family, let me know in the chat where are you joining us from. Just excited to have you guys here. There we go. We got our nice rejection here. That's great. However, it is what it is. I'm not entering here. Not entering until I get what I need. And I'm not going to chase the markets, guys. We got, let's see the US 30 here. What's going on here with US 30? See, look at that indecision here. So we got a closure here. That's nice. We got another tap into the zone. Great. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. In my eyes, it's still so very, there's a lot of bearish pressure. You know what I mean? Like I want to see like, you know, rejection from the zone, like strong rejection. We got one rejection here. Great. I want to see something deeper. Maybe it wants to come in deeper, right? Usually that's how the market is. It always comes in for deeper liquidity. It looks like it's going to go up. It looks bullish, and all of a sudden it just knocks you out. And you're like, what the heck? Yes, sir. We got my man Michael Cook. Let's go. Good morning, Pedro. Good to see you live streaming your session. Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate you, my man. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to have you here. And yeah, just another day in the trenches. So that 3-minute closure here was pretty strong, but again, right? Could you have gotten on the 3-minute? Sure. Again, that's crazy how that's 80 pips. But again, that's, to me, in my eyes, that's just a straight gamble, right? Like, you're not really following your rules here. You're just kind of going with the flow, right? What are we here to do, right? Are we here to follow our rules or just go with the flow, right? Okay, I like this 15-minute doji. I like that at this area. So I would say like this could be a good potential buy position, but I would just be very, very cautious. Very, very cautious here, right? Because we have 9:30 open soon. So that would be the only thing that I'd just be very, very cautious here. Because for 9:30, we could see the market start melt, grab deeper liquidity, close, respect this zone, and then start pushing up. So it's better to wait. Better to wait until after 9:30. Let's look at NAS here. What's going on with NAS? Let's look at the daily. All right, so right now, lots of bearish pressure. Cool. I like to mark off my key levels here just to kind of understand where we are. This is an area for sure. You know, another zone would be kind of around this area here. So I feel like we could see the market maybe fill this wick. Probably. There's a higher probability it might maybe come down to these lows over here. That could be another area where the market would want to go. We are quite bearish. You can see the market has been creating lower highs, lower lows. If we look at it from the 4-hour perspective as well, you know, we're kind of within this kind of range area, if that makes sense. I feel like we could see, you know, even more short opportunities. What I would like to see here, this is the 1-hour time frame. We have had 2 breaks to the upside here. I would like to see maybe a short opportunity if we were to come up to these highs. I don't want to be shorting down here. I want to be shorting at the top at a premium level. If we could get some sort of a rejection, so the market, you know, pull back here, give us a nice rejection within this zone, then we could see the market short here for US 30. Could we see buys? Possibly. I would have liked to see maybe like a stronger key level. Like, what is this? Is the 4-hour? Okay, this is actually a strong 4-hour here as well. Yeah, this is a pretty strong 4-hour as well. Yeah, I'd like to see, we could see a buy here as well, right? So we could see a potential buy here. And this is a 4-hour key level as well. It seems like it is forming some sort of a double bottom. I like to see how it reacts here, maybe on the 15. So on the 15, we do have a nice closure above. Okay, market's pulling back here. We do have a 15 OB. Yeah, so I mean, it is a nice key level here too. So here's the plan. Here is the plan, chat. Let's go. Here's the plan. So plan is, let's look at the 5. So we've got multiple breaks here. We've got liquidity taken. We've got also a 5-minute OB here. Okay, so this is actually pretty good for buys. I would just like to wait till after 9:30, to be honest. It's just my personal opinion, what I feel more comfortable with, to be honest. But everything here is just indicating to me good buy positions, as long as yeah, as long, like, I mean, it could tap here and we could do like a 50 pip stop and just target literally this high up here, which is 120 pips. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, could you get in early? Yeah, just remember that what you're risking, right? That's all you need to keep in mind, right? What are you risking, right? That's it. As long as you're aware about risking 50 pips, then you're fine, right? That would be my only thing. We got that 30-minute closure there. The only thing I don't like is there's a lot of bearish pressure still. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bearish pressure. I'd like to see even like a 30-minute or 50-minute closure that would be bullish here in this case, because we're still quite bearish. It's the only thing I don't like. But overall, everything is kind of indicating that we could see a nice push up, and we wouldn't have to target that much. It could be like up here. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at, chat. Nothing yet so far for the day. Like gold, let's see what happened here with gold. Like gold just pushed down a little bit further. That was about 70 pips, cool. But still nothing, like, didn't give me an entry that I personally like. I'm gonna set another alert. We'll just put it here. So I've reset a new alert. If it pulls back into the zone, I'm selling it again. But other than that, chat, that is all I have for now. I don't really see much here. With gold, like I said, so gold, I'd like to see gold give me a nice retracement here. There was 2 scenarios. I don't think it's gonna pull back all the way here, so I'm gonna delete that scenario now. There is an imbalance here as well too, but I'm gonna delete this here because it's further out. With gold, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing the market give us a nice retracement into the zone. Excuse me. So I do think that this scenario hypothetically could still play out. It did play out here. I just didn't like how that 5-minute it closed way too bearish by the time. It didn't give me the entry, essentially. Missed the entry at that point. So I do think that the market could still pull back. If it were to pull back, I'd like to sell gold here at somewhat of a premium, if that makes sense. I don't want to be selling it here at a discount. I want to be selling it at a premium price. Would like to see the market give us a retracement before we sell it back down. Okay, that's really what I'm waiting for gold. Just keeping it simple here, not trying to overcomplicate it. We did tap into this imbalance, which is awesome. But I do feel that if we do want to sell gold, we want to wait for it to pull back at least to this zone. I'm not saying all the way up here, but at least up to this zone here. I will keep you guys in the loop as well. If you guys want to trade live with me and my students, guys, go check out my VIP Inner Circle. We currently have some insane discounts right now as we are bringing back our live streams. So if you've been thinking about joining VIP and you want to trade live with me and my students and join our amazing community that we have, where you get access to me as well, where you can ask all the questions you want, especially if you're starting out and you're serious about your trading and you like the way I teach, you like the way I approach the markets, make sure you guys go check it out. The link is in the video description below. We have 2 membership options. We have the 30 days access if you want to just give it a try. And right now it's heavily discounted. I think we're at like 40%, almost 50% off. And then the lifetime is 50% off. So take advantage of that as well. And all the links are in the video description below. By the way, also, for those that are just joining us just now, if you have not followed me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram right now. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. My Instagram username is pedrofxofficial. That's it, pedrofxofficial. You can see it at the top of the live stream, the name. That is my Instagram username, or you can click the link in the video description below. You can see the link, it should be there. It'll take you to my new Instagram. But yeah, I look forward, and come say hi. Like, don't be shy. If you have questions as well, chat, just ask questions. Like, I'm telling you, one thing that really helped me as a trader was asking questions. I asked a crap ton of questions until I figured things out. Because if you have a doubt and then you're like, oh, okay, I'll figure it out. Oh, you know what time? That screws you up, because in the end, that could be that missing piece where it's like, oh, I didn't know I had to enter on the 5 minute. I had no idea. I was entering on the 30-minute time frame, waiting for an entry, and then I already missed the move, right? Like, those little changes make a massive difference, right? So it's always important to get the right guidance, but also to ask questions, you know what I mean? Especially when it's like live streams, take advantage of it. It's absolutely free to be here, but take advantage of the live streams because that's what's gonna help you elevate your trading as well too, right? So yeah, feel free to ask questions in that sense. Also wanted to let you guys know we have a free Telegram community as well. It is absolutely free to join in. The link is in the video description below for that, which is our free Telegram community. You'll see it there. It should say, yeah, free Telegram community. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for this morning. If you guys want to know if I do enter this trade, I will be sharing it with my VIP members. Like I said, I trade gold and US30 with my VIP members, and we usually go from that case. Look at this. So this is why it's important. I want to tell you guys, this is why it's important to wait. Do you see how, if I told you guys I'm waiting until 9:30, I want to see what the market's going to do. At any moment you see a bullish closure here, people would have entered, oh yeah, I'm getting in on buys. No, man, you got to wait. You got to be patient here, because look at the market. The two scenarios I gave you, there's two scenarios. Either it pushes up or it breaks down below. What did the market do now? It broke down below. Great. I'm still waiting for 9:30 open. Once we have 9:30 open here, we could get a nice pullback. If we reject this zone, which is kind of my other scenario that I had, then great. Now we have an actual potential short opportunity. But now the market's telling me what the market wants to do and what direction it's considering, right? We got my man D Drizzle. Let's go. Caught sells on gold for 130 pips, closed half and set to break even. Awesome, my man. That's amazing, bro. That is amazing. Proud of you, my man. Let's get it. So yeah, just wanted to kind of let you guys know about that. Also, I'm going to be implementing a few different things. I know that with VIP, we do our live webinars. We're going to be doing some live webinars, and things are going to be changing a lot for the better. So I'm excited about that too, because, you know, I'm trying to just help as much people as I can, trying to help you guys as much as possible and help you guys grow as well, right? As traders, but also just share with you guys my experience. What has worked with me? What didn't work, right? What mistakes have I done that you guys could avoid, right? That's the goal at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Is to give back as much as you can. All right, guys, so that is it for today. What I'm gonna do is make sure your notification bell is active, because I'm going to be here for Asian session. So typically around, I would say around 8:45, 8:30, you can anticipate me to be live again later tonight. It's gonna be for Asian session, but that's mainly gonna be for you guys, because at the end of the day, to be honest, I don't really trade Asian session like I used to before. I like to just focus on New York, and I like to just focus on gold and US30, okay? I used to trade a lot of different pairs before. However, for the live streams, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask away as well. If there's certain pairs that you have questions with or you want me to look over, we can definitely do that for sure. But yeah, just letting you guys know, I will be live later tonight during our Asian session around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys? Anyways, I will leave this as it is. God bless you guys. Appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now, guys.